Good morning, everybody. Today is our last day, day 9 of our XD Daily Creative Challenge. 2 weeks have gone by really fast. Hopefully, you guys have learned and are doing all these challenges alongside of me. Today's challenge is going to be chatbot on a landing page. So we're going to be doing prototypes, which is going to be awesome. Also, be sure to join us on Slack. But looking at our screen, our daily creative challenge, for those of you who are joining in now who don't know what daily, hi Paul, don't know what the daily creative challenge is, it's more like an exercise where we can, exercise our creative muscles, do challenges, think about design, screen design, those are interested in screen design, those who are trying to make a transition from graphic design to screen design, beginners. It's basically about like trying to be more creative and be able to design for screens. So our daily creative challenge, we have 9 challenges for 2 weeks. How it works is that you get your challenge on Slack. So be sure to join our Slack channel. It is join bit.ly join XD. And then you're going to join our live show. There, our links are up. Join XD Slack, so be sure to join that. You can get feedback from your peers. You can give, receive, put your creative challenges in there. Ask our Adobe friends here for feedback as well. So you guys are growing and learning every single day. And then you guys can join our our live show, which is this. And then you guys can ask questions on the chat, which is awesome. And then you create and share on Behance, which looks something like this. So when you guys are actually uploading your creative challenge, be sure to go to the discoverability tab and write XD Daily Challenge. That is how we keep a track of all of you guys' amazing work that is coming through. So be sure to have XD Daily Challenge in there. And also be sure to upload as one project. So instead of doing separate project, it'll be nice to kind of have it as like one project under one name. So that'll be great as well. So we're going to look at a few portfolios here today. Hope everybody's Friday is going really well. So this is by Joanna Sterner. We did the to-do list challenge yesterday, and Joanna has done great work on doing the challenge. I really like how she is kind of simulating the sticky notes or the post-it notes, which is really cool. It's just like private, economy, training, shopping, travel. You get to add new color-coordinated tags as well. Oh, she has a prototype in. That's cool. Let's kind of go over real quick, add a new task, and then save. And then you can go back to the home screen, which is really, really great work. Great work, Joanna. Thank you for uploading that. And then this is by Sei Oyokia. So this is also a really clean way of looking at to-do list. It gives a clear visual as to like how many tasks you've done, how much is pending. I love the color contrast that's going on here. It feels more like a post-it note as well. You can go and pin your to-do list. Oh, let's kind of zoom out. It's got a prototype too. It's really great to see you guys are uploading and playing with a prototype, which is really, really awesome work. I think that's about it. Great work. Let's see. One more. This is by Cactus Con. It's got weather, in progress, things that are done. Good job. And I think we have one last by Midun. It's got personal, groceries, all task, work, Memorify. That's a good name for a to-do list. We got an alarm, Adobe Creative Challenge completion day. I like how this is going up on the reminder, you guys. Personal. Perfect. Awesome. So today we're going to be designing a chat bot for the landing page, which is really, really great. I wanted to show a quick exemplar. This is by Peter Del Tondo, who I believe would be joining our chat. He was on Adobe Live recently as well. So he has a really great chat bot in his website. And it's a great exemplar. If you guys are looking for any sort of exemplars, go take a look at Peter's. It's a great way. And then you can start a conversation with Peter as well. That is a cool one. So we're going to design that today. This is another one that I looked at. Collect chat. They have like different ways of how you can have a chat bot, like animation or asking like a series of questions, preset answers. So where did you hear about us? Product. And you can go on and on. So that is one, collect.chat. And then this one is Instabot. So there's a lot of different variations out there for how we want to create a chat bot for a landing page. Perfect. So we're going to be designing all of this today. Peter, you are live on the show now. Awesome. So I'm going to quickly start. So when you guys get a PSD file, you can also open it on XD. So we're going to do that. Open, right click, open on XD. And the best thing is that your layers, everything are going to be intact. Which is awesome, and everything is perfect. So we want to now create a chatbot. So we want to make a little chat icon and then start doing it. So right now what's happening is that when you probably open the artboard, your scrolling is not going to be defined. So when you do Command Enter, you're going to see something like this. It's going to be small and it's very unrealistic in terms of we want to have a more, website end-to-end feel, but it's very tiny. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go add a vertical scrolling. So you're going to find that on the right-hand side corner here. So right now it says none. So we're going to go click on it and then click vertical. And we are going to actually have our viewport height. So that is where our cutoff point is. So we can do the scrolling. So let's do about 1,000. So now let's Command Enter. There we go. It looks more realistic. It's not anymore tiny. And then you can scroll, which is awesome. So it feels more like a website. So be sure to go add scrolling in there. So I'm going to move over to my file real quick because I've already set my viewport. And I've also added all my symbols for today, what I want to do. So it's very easy to create symbols as well. So all you have to do is create a symbol, create an icon, and then add it to your symbols library. And then you can find that in your file, which makes it very easy. So since today, I've already built this out. So when you are going to create, we're going to do an overlay, and I'll show you guys in a little bit how to do so. That's kind of right. Overlay. So since this is a fashion website, I've used Paul Chaney as our mascot for today. So he is going to be our fashion stylist. He's going to give us tips on style, which I really need. Fashion stylist. I'm going to add that in. Perfect. Okay. So we've created this version where when you click on the chat, you're going to see a small pop-up where it says, get started with your conversation with whoever's on the other side. And it maybe is an automated chatbot, or it's a person who you're trying to communicate with. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to go to prototype. You're going to find that on your file on the top left-hand side corner. So let me zoom in real quick. You're going to find design and prototype. So we are going to be looking at interaction. So be sure to click on prototype. Awesome. So what we want is that we're going to click on chat and we want to see the small little chat bubble. So that's what we're going to do. So click on the chat icon here and then drag and drop. Oh, you know what? The mistake that I'm doing is that when you want to do an overlay, you want to make sure your artboard is transparent. I'll show you guys why this kind of looks. Oh, it did it automatically, which is great. But be sure to have your artboard transparent. Otherwise, it's going to look a little funky, and we probably don't want that to happen. So in this case, we're going to do dissolve, and make sure to click on the overlay tab. And let's do maybe ease in. We can always come back and alter our action. So we're gonna, so when the minute you click on overlay, you're gonna see a little green box with a little scroller. So in this case, we're seeing it right now, and we're gonna perfectly align it so it simulates a open and close interaction. So let's make sure this is perfectly aligned. Okay, now let's try this out real quick. So the shortcut is Command Enter. There we go. We have scrolling in here. Make sure to define your viewport and have it vertical scrolling. So now we just finished this interaction, right? So let's click on the chat bubble. There we go. That's pretty simple. So I think it was, there we go. Okay, let's try that again. Now what's happening, it's probably taking my other files. So we're gonna do that real quick. Go to prototype. Overlay. Perfect. So Command Enter. Dissolve. Awesome. So we built that. Ooh. So now when we want our, we've gone, assuming that we've gone in and typed to Paul saying that, hey, Paul, we need fashion advice. We're going to have a chat that's going to start up. So let's try to build that out. So I want to Command C and Command V the artboard. So select on the artboard, go to Design, Command C and Command V. Let's actually name our artboards here so it's a little easy. Let's see, this would be full chat. Perfect. So now I went ahead and also made this beforehand for time, but we want our chat to probably pop up here on our window, and let's actually try it. Let's group it and we'll come back and fill it in. And then we want it to be fixed. So we want the chat to be where it is at and then have the scrolling. So let's kind of see how that looks. So click on the artboard, Command C, Command Enter. So right now what's happening is that we have not fixed the chat to the artboards, and that's why it's moving along with the page. So now let's go ahead and fix the chat here. So we're going to select the artboard or select the chat, and then on the right hand side corner you're going to see fixed position. So go ahead and click on that. Now let's test out. So click on your artboard, Command Enter, and then there you go. So now it looks more like a realistic. You can have a chat on the side that's going on, and then you can also scroll through your web page, which is great. Perfect. Now let's go just like fill in smaller details. I'm gonna just copy Paul's face here. So it makes it look better. Just go fill some text here. Actually, let's go to text tool. I'm gonna draw out, so truncates by itself, paste it. Perfect. I hope Paul will give us fashion tips, you guys. We're gonna go adjust the padding here, so let's make that a little closer. Perfect. So I already made a symbol for some placeholder text, so let's go ahead and put that in. So it's 16. Perfect. And 16. And we did 24. Awesome. Gonna adjust that a little bit. So now it looks like a real chat. Add some fun stuff here. Copy. Actually, I'm going to add that to my library so I can change it easy. Ungroup. So I want to change this from a black icon to the gray. So we're going to go, we just added it to our library, click on it, and it should automatically click, which is really great. Or you can use the color picker as well. So let's go ahead and oh. So we can add emojis in later. Oh, and we just have one more, so let's just finish our submit button. Actually, let's add the color to our library. Perfect. And click on it, and it's automatically going to make that white. Great. Now let's take a look at this. Command Enter. Oops, select your artboard and then Command Enter, and then that looks roll. Now let's fix that. Select your artboard, Command Enter. There we go. Some of the layers are all, it's on top of it, and that's why we're seeing this kind of disrupted thing. So we're gonna have that brought to the front. So let's go ahead. Group it. Let's see. Perfect. Bring it to front. Let's see how that works now. Select your artboard, Command Enter. Fix your artboard. Perfect. So we resolved that. Now let's go see what's happening here. Dissolve. Or maybe you don't even want to have a dissolve. Let's kind of see how that works without a dissolve. So we're gonna go zoom in, make sure it's aligned. Perfect. Let's zoom out, select your artboard and Command Enter. That looks good too. So now we're going to make sure that when we have submitted our email address, the chat opens. So we didn't do that interaction, so let's do that now. So we're gonna go ahead and click on Submit here real quick. And we're gonna drag and drop it to this artboard actually. And let's see if we want to do maybe a dissolve. So let's see how that looks. I'm going to click on it. We've typed in our email address to Paul. We've submitted. And then now we have a chat. And then you can go ahead, scroll. So then you can view your chat and also go through and the entire web page. Now let's finish this loop. Maybe you want to close this out and you want the chat to go away. So maybe we could try that. So let's do that. So we're going to click on this guy here, and then we're going to just finish that loop so it goes back to maybe this page. So let's do dissolve, ease in. Awesome. Let's kind of take a look at it. Command Enter. And then we've typed our email address and we submit. Chat's there. We can scroll. And then I don't want it to, I want to go back. And then there you go. And you can still, oh, so what's happening right now is that we have not fixed our chat bubble to the web page. So you're going to see that. So we're going to finish that one as well. So let's go ahead. Click. Go to design. Click on the chat bubble and then fixed position. So let's try that out. Click on the artboard. Make sure you have your vertical scrolling there and define your viewport height. So Command Enter. Perfect. And then there you go. So it kind of like pins it to the web page. So it makes it more realistic. So you can scroll above and we can also view our chat, which is perfect. So there's hopefully this helped you guys, and then I'd love to see all of you guys' challenge, and you guys were following along. We did simple interactions, and it's really easy to kind of build this out. So we have Chris and Zach coming up next, which is going to be exciting. They're going to be here for 2 hours, going to be doing actually working on the challenges we introduced this week. So it's going to be very exciting. Be sure to tune back in. They're going to be up at 9 a.m., which is in 5 minutes. So you guys go take a quick water break and come back in. We're going to have exciting creative output from Chris and Zach up next. Oh, sorry. It was not 2 hours. It's 3 hours. My bad. So we're going to have super fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our creative challenge for today. And until next time, bye, you guys. Happy Friday. Hope everybody stays safe. Bye.